One of my favorite songs because it's a real song about real feelings.
He doesn't chase nostalgia. He never needed approval. Neil Young listens, then plays. And when he speaks, it's not to remember the past. It's to remind you that the past still matters.
You get so far into the music, and you're so mindlessly playing, and everybody else is there, that something...
For more than 6 decades, Neil Young has been the most stubborn heartbeat in rock and roll. Raw, real, and relentlessly authentic. His music has never followed trends. It's haunted them. From Harvest to Rust Never Sleeps. Young built a career out of chasing emotion, not perfection. And when he named his 5 favorite rock albums of all time, it wasn't just a list. It was a confession, the blueprint of his soul. Number 1. Bob Dylan's Highway 61 Revisited. Released in 1965, it burned the rulebook. It wasn't just folk or rock, it was rebellion carved in vinyl. Young said Dylan gave everyone permission to go anywhere. And for him, that changed everything. Songs like a Rolling Stone and Desolation Road didn't soothe, they confronted.
You say, who is that man?
They proved that a song could be poetry, chaos, and truth all at once. Dylan didn't follow rules. He followed the wind. Number 2. The Rolling Stones' Exile on Main Street. A chaotic masterpiece born in the basement of a French villa. For Neil Young, it was freedom in its purest form. The guitars bled, the vocals slurred, and the whole thing sounded like it could collapse at any second. But that's what made it perfect. Young once said, "They didn't try to fix it. That's what makes it beautiful." It's a record that celebrates imperfection as honesty, a lesson Young carried into his own sound. Number 3. The Velvet Underground and Nico. The album that baffled critics and changed generations. Lou Reed's cold, confessional lyrics and the band's haunting experimentation showed Young that music didn't have to please, it only had to feel. It was art without apology. They did what nobody else would do, Neil once said, and they didn't ask first. That raw defiance shaped his courage to sound ugly, to sound true, and to make beauty from chaos. Number 4. The Beatles' Rubber Soul. Before the revolution, there was reflection. Young said this was the album that changed how everyone thought about songwriting. It traded pop gloss for emotional truth. Songs like Norwegian Wood and In My Life showed that honesty could be louder than any amplifier. For Young, it wasn't about style anymore, it was about soul. The cracks in the music let the light in, and that became his mantra. Number 5. Joni Mitchell's Blue. The most fragile, fearless record of all. For Neil, it wasn't just an album, it was a mirror. Joni didn't perform her pain, she revealed it. Young once said, her songs make you feel naked in front of yourself. That intimacy, that courage to simply exist without armor, became the emotional core of his own work. Blue proved that sometimes, the quietest songs leave the deepest scars. Neil Young's favorite albums weren't about fame or perfection. They were about feeling. About showing up, unguarded, unfiltered, unafraid. Dylan taught him to challenge. The Stones taught him to let go. The Velvet Underground taught him to risk. The Beatles taught him to reflect. And Joni Mitchell taught him to bleed. These weren't just influences, they were compasses. Because for Neil Young, music isn't about polish. It's about presence. The kind that lingers long after the record stops spinning. This is StarLoop News. If these albums changed the way you hear music, tell us which one shaped you the most in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because the music never ends. It just keeps revealing new parts of you.